top left there, it's up $9. Boeing is up $5. Some significant gainers for some big names right there. Okay, this S&P 500, that is also opening higher to the tune of almost 1%. Very solid gain. I'm expecting to see the Nasdaq go straight up, and it is 1.6% higher. That, folks, is a rally. Big tech up all across the board. Apple, especially Amazon, is up 2.5%. So is Meta Platforms. Alphabet is up 4%, and Microsoft up 3.5%. Let's concentrate on Alphabet for a second. They didn't have a good report, Lauren, so why is the stock up 5%?
Relief. While they missed everywhere, they did not miss in the one category that really matters, ads. Ad revenue coming in strong at $40.7 billion. Their overall revenue came in at $69.7 billion. That was the slowest in 2 years, but ad revenue, I'm going to say it, for Alphabet, it's recession resilient.
Okay. How about Microsoft? They're way up this morning. It wasn't a great report, but they think, I think they're up because of what was said on the call. Is that correct?
Yeah, the forecast. They're predicting double-digit revenue increases for the full year, for fiscal 23. And analysts say it's misses in the quarter. It's like all excusable, right? A strong dollar, the supply chain disruptions, Russia, all that stuff, according to Morningstar, just to name one of the analysts, it's beyond Microsoft's control. So who cares that they missed on their revenue of nearly $52 billion? Or Azure Cloud didn't grow as much as expected. They're still doing great.
Yep, they are indeed. How about Chipotle?
Yeah.
I understand that the stock is up. I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah, it's up nicely, 8-9%. I understand that they imposed price hikes.
They did.
And that boosted their profitability. But my question is, are they going to raise prices even more in the future?
Yes, as in next month. It's happening again because they can. Because the CEO says we happen to have a more affluent consumer. They like our stuff, and we're going to hike prices again. That's why their profits also increased in the quarter. Here's another benefit. It might seem counterintuitive, but there were fewer online orders, so that means fewer people who are going there. So Chipotle doesn't have to go out and deliver your burritos, and that protects their margins. So you could spin that as a positive, because clearly at Chipotle, business is good.
If you're not delivering, you, the restaurant, keep all the money. That's how.
In a sense,
okay, I think I understand this. PayPal, an activist investor, has revealed a stake in the company. What's the big deal? It's up 5.8%.
Well, Bloomberg is reporting it's Elliott Investment Management, and they're building a stake to be one of the top 5 biggest shareholders in PayPal, which also owns Venmo, by the way. And this is important because they could push forward changes or more cost cuts, which aren't always good. PayPal already lowered their full-year outlook for the year, and they warned inflation is certainly hitting our customer and their purchasing volumes. Hilton,
hotel chain, they reported before the bell this morning. I've not read their report. What's the highlights?
Well, the highlights are they're seeing continued strong travel demand, and they expect to see that throughout the year. The stock is, I mean, look, it's a 5.2% gain, and I'm going to get a little techie on you. RevPAR, revenue per available room, it's expected to increase up to 43% from last year. That's huge.
It sure is.
You put out a number like that, which is a key metric in the industry, and you are going to see your stock fly 5%.
You know, overall, I get the impression that these earnings reports are pretty good.
And if they're not good, based on the the hits and the misses, the forecasts are good.
That's right. Look at Microsoft, for example. Oh, one more for you. Tempur Sealy Mattress People. The stock's up 2.5%.
I don't know why. I thought they were down in the pre-market because they're seeing really bad demand for mattresses. Mattresses are relatively expensive, right? And a lot of people bought mattresses during the pandemic because we were home all the time. The CEO actually said we saw the toughest volume decline in 15 years. They cut their full-year forecast. They cut their spending. They lowered their hiring expectations. But something apparently happened right when the market opened for them to be up 2%, and I'll look into it for you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Up 2%. Why not? Why not? Okay, we've been open for business in 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes. The Dow is up 160 points. I'll take that. That's 160 points. That's exactly 0.5 percentage point. How about Dow winners? Who's top of that list? There are 30 stocks in the Dow. Top of the list is Microsoft. 3.8%. Boeing's doing well. Boeing, McDonald's, Salesforce, Walt Disney, all on the upside. S&P 500 winners. Rockwell Automation. Chipotle's on the list. 9.5%. We just reported that one. That's pretty good. Enphase Energy up 7%.
Solar.
PayPal 7%. Nasdaq winners. PayPal, Microsoft, Texas Instruments, Booking Holdings, T-Mobile. Some big gainers today. All right, let's go through the markets. Check the 10-year Treasury. I don't think we've done that yet this morning. We're at 2.76%. The yield on the 2-year is well above 2.7%. That's the old recession indicator. The price of gold, 1733, just keeps on dropping. Check the price of Bitcoin, 21,300 as of now. Been very stable this week. Oil at $96 per barrel. Nat gas, check it out, just below $9 per million British thermal units. Price of gasoline dropped 2 cents overnight. You're looking now at $4.30. That's the national average. In California, it is $5.68.